And then we're live, man. Big up to everyone. Apologies for the lateness, but there was a conversation happening backstage that we won't mention on stage. But
Obviously, you got to give consent to the people first, whether they want to hear it, and then you can go from there. But
Read it, bro. It's implied if they want to listen.
ah,
well, listen, big up to everyone locked in. I hope you guys all blessed on this fine day. Smash the like, do all that great stuff. And also, guys, we have got a podcast channel. I keep forgetting to promote, so it's pinned to the top of the chat. As I said, I would do it. It's there. We got a podcast after this, 12:30. You don't want to miss it. Some great topics to have the conversation around. So join us then. But first, Antoine Semenyo. But we won't talk about that first. We're going to obviously find out how the man them are. Me and Sav had a good conversation, but G, you joined in after. Jerry joined in after. So how are you guys today before we even start speaking about football?
no, I'm blessed. You know, there's something about your intro. Like, where's me and Jerry on? Like, why are we not on your? Like, it's just you and Savage. Like,
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, but obviously, man, he has to get your consent before you put your picture up on it. So obviously,
you know what? Thank you. No. That's fine. And if he asks, I will. Then we can go from there. That's
Okay.
yeah, but your friends on it, so it's implied, bro.
No, I hear it.
No, I will ask. Can I use you guys' pictures in the intro going forward?
That's fine. That's not a problem. Thank you for asking, by the way, and I do accept. Thank you.
Oh, and Jerry, what about you, bro? Is it okay if I?
It's kind of implied, isn't it? Like, I'm on a channel. Like, do you know what I mean? When I go on a channel, I wouldn't be surprised if someone.
Oh, so he might as well put Dr. Blick on there. He might as well put Josh on there because it's implied that they're on the channel.
But I'm a regular. They're just.
Yeah, but they're regular too. They come on.
No. But
Dr. Blick has been on the channel more times than me in the last month. 100%.
Yeah, more times than you. Not more times than the time you've been there. You might have not been around. You might have been ill. You might have been at work.
Bro.
So
True.
it's not.
You're right.
It's not. But yeah.
Bro, if the child he knew. But first, obviously, the man them. I hope you guys are blessed in that. We did speak about Semenyo yesterday. Also with obviously the other player as well, which was Walton, in terms of what would they do. Obviously, we spoke around, even though they're good players, will the manager get the best out of them? But obviously, Einstein doing what he does and dropping news, telling us that there is a £65 million release clause. So 60 million and 5 million in add-ons, from what I saw from Sky Sports. I think my first question is, guys, is because big up to Cal, I heard him speak about Semenyo, and he doesn't feel like him as a player would suit the way we play because of the low block and stuff like that. So I think my first question to the man them is more around, would he suit Liverpool ideally? Not worrying about position as such now, just looking at him as a player and what he could bring to this team, looking at how we play, and could he come in and actually be effective within this system or this team? Because obviously, I don't think signing him, we're going to just automatically change what we're going to do. I don't think that's the profile of player where you go, I thought that we'll do that with Wirtz, and I thought we'd do that with like Isak with the money we spent on them, but we didn't. We still, we're just still doing whatever kind of thing. We're not playing to the best of their ability, but 65 million, sign him. Do you think he could come in and actually make a difference within this team in the way he plays as a footballer? Anyone can take it, to be fair. Pause.
Well, no.
That's what it sounds loudly, bro.
Yeah. Listen, man, he's a good player. He's doing his thing this season, man. Savage said it yesterday, man. I feel like we're gonna say that about most of the players. Under this manager, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a different manager, maybe a different type of football. Maybe he comes in, he looks better than what Gakpo's obviously producing, what Rio. I mean, he's not even getting a chance. So I can't even use him. What Florian Wirtz produced out there, left wing and stuff like that. But he's a calm player. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a calm player. I think if we signed him, then yeah, calm, innit? Like, he's not the best of the best. I wouldn't put him up in like your top 5 or 10, maybe even players out there on the left wing. But he's good and he's calm. He's calm. Like, he's one of those. But I do think that a part of me, unless he's going to play on like Salah's side, I said it yesterday about maybe he's like Salah's side, then okay, cool. If not, then I'm kind of like, then walk on for real. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what was that? Like, what's the point of signing him to a new deal just for him to have another player? And by the way, Semenyo and Gakpo are not old. Like, they blatantly got years left in the game, kind of thing. So then Rio still needs to get in ahead of those two, kind of thing. So then I'm a bit like, yeah. For me, either you trust Rio and just play him until we find out that he's not ready, or then I need maybe a bit of a higher level than a Semenyo almost. Like, I feel like he's an okay level, but I'll be real, he's kind of like on the same level as like a Gakpo. Like, I kind of need someone a bit higher than that to at least come in and be like, yo, this is a real game changer for Liverpool. Do you get whoever that is? I don't know who people rate, whoever you rate, just that person, bring that person in, and then I think it could be a real game changer. But right now, Semenyo, you're just getting Gakpo, but in a different kind of form, kind of in a different kind of way, if I'm being super honest with you. But that's just my opinion.
What about the rest of you guys, man? In terms of him, does he fit this system, fit this team? Because he is a good player, but obviously he has to fit what we're trying to do.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, he probably does fit what they're trying to do. I just don't like what we're trying to do. But in terms of him just cutting in and just licking a shot and that, he's calm at that. He can probably beat his man a bit better than Gakpo. Proven to be a better finisher in the Premier League. So yeah, it is what it is. With the whole Rio thing, for me, that's done, by the way. The whole Rio thing is done. It was done from when he scored the goal at Newcastle and didn't start after that. It's done. He's not going to get game time. Like, people were saying this about Elliot. People were saying this about this player, that player, that player. It's done. It's over. Like, if you trust a player, you trust him. And the managers don't trust the player for whatever reason, whether it's defensively, offensively, tactically. You don't like his dreads. I don't know what it is, man. Whatever it is, wherever you don't like his name, whatever. Yeah, Kane Rose, whatever, single plats, whatever it might be, bro. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, he doesn't trust him, so he's not going to use him. Same way he doesn't trust Chiesa, he's not going to use him. Same way he doesn't trust Gomez. All these players are in the same bracket. So sitting there thinking, but what's going to happen, Rio? I'm not going to lie, respectfully, for like, if I was looking from Liverpool's perspective, you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care. What Liverpool need to go there and do is look at what's best for Liverpool. Right now, Semenyo is just Rio and Semenyo can't compare the two at this moment in time. They're different points of the career. And ultimately, you're going to go and get another left winger that's going to provide competition to the left winger that I think should have been moved on in the summer. And I was saying that from last year. So it's something that you go and do if you can do it. Only thing is, though, to Cal's point, he plays for a team that doesn't sit up with a low block. So, I mean, it plays for a team that doesn't face a lot of low blocks. So now, with a team that sits back and is like, all right, can you go and do what you need to do? I mean, look, there's evidence of it, like the goal he scored when he beat players down the byline and slapped it in the post. Like, obviously, you can beat a man. But a lot of his goals are in transition. A lot of it always pace and stuff. So now you're expecting him to become a different type of player. You're expecting him to become a different type of forward at times where, again, there's not going to be that space. It's going to be one shot, one goal. Can you convert? Can you finish? And that's what he's going to be judged on. Whether he can be that guy or not will remains to be seen. But he's versatile. He can play across. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. He can play up front. He can play as a two. He's got the correct mentality. He's Ghanaian for me, which is a plus. Just, I mean, I'm Ghanaian as well. And yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else really to say for it. I'd actually prefer us to get that type of player than the big dogs, because what I realise is, Liverpool just nosebleed settings anytime we go and buy a quality player. Like, in terms of like, he's renowned quality. It's just we don't know what to do with it. Ends up we make Thiago run. We're making Wirtz run. Wirtz looks rubbish. Isak looks terrible. All these players, all the top players we've ever signed for big money, they always turn out to be a bit. So for me, bar Virgil really. So for me and Addison. So for me, it's like, you're better off getting this type of player where he's got something to prove. And yeah, I like him though. I like Semenyo.
No, fairs.
Yeah, you wouldn't know I like Semenyo, bro. I think he's a really good player. He's probably in the he's probably at the phase in his career where like Elise and Eze was like 2 seasons ago. I think they had the buyout clause at that time as well. I think they did that for Palace on it. They put the money in. I think that I knew that's what he was doing when I said to you that he had just signed that new contract. I was like, yeah. He's smart. I think Bournemouth, I don't think they knew that he was going to carry on kicking on with how he did the previous season. So that's why they're a bit like, damn, we can't do nothing about the buyout clause. Yeah, the style of play, like he'll be a valuable member to the squad, but he won't be the value you expect with the way we play football at the moment. So I think it's almost like a opportunistic signing. Because 65 mils not that much, to be honest, compared to what we've been expecting. And you're almost looking at, he's a talented player and Slot's not going to be here forever. Obviously, what we just spoke about yesterday with Rio and that, like, send them out on loan. If I would send that Rio and Trey out on loan until Slot's gone, to be honest. I wouldn't bring them back on the Slot. It's pointless. Because Harvey's going to have the same problem. Like, when they bring him back from Villa, because he ain't going to get his games, they'll just sell him. So, it'll make a difference to the squad, but it won't be a monumental difference in it. Like, Gakpo still gets goals. Yeah, I mean, he's going to look better on the ball, and it's what Jerry said. He can take players on better than Salah and Gakpo can. But so can Rio, innit? The low block thing, it's a weird one because football's changed a bit. So I actually was with that, like, yeah, these people ain't come up against low blocks. But to be honest, bro, like, most people don't play for the top team, so most players haven't played against low blocks. So you have to kind of take a punt on it. You can't just, he can't play against a low block. Guardiola used to do that with Man City, bro. Like, all the players he were getting, like Grealish and Mahrez and all that, they weren't playing against low blocks. They were more cultured and stuff on the ball, but kind of have to just take a punt on it and change the way you play football. So, is he good enough for Liverpool? Yeah. Is he would he be a good signing? Yep. I think a bit of experience is already there. He's nearly a decade older than Rio already. Like, I think Rio's 17 and he's 25 or something like that, or 26. So yeah. But it's one of them, and it's disheartening because these kind of signings, I'll be like, oh yeah, man, this looks good for Liverpool. But while this geezer's our gaffer, bro, like I said, there's better players in the team than Semenyo, and he can't get the best out of them already, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised if bring Semenyo in and then does the same shit.
No, I hear that. What about, obviously we spoke about Salah and Gakpo in it, and obviously he comes in and takes one of their positions. Because I don't think you spend that money and then you go, right, he's not going to play. He will definitely play. What side I think the first question is, what side would you guys prefer him to take? And do you think he can lock down that said position? So whether that's the left, or whether that's the right, so whether that's for Salah, whether that's for Gakpo, because they're the two senior wingers at the moment at the club. What side would you go to, and then could he lock that down and say, that's mine now for the rest of the season, bar any injuries?
It's a weird one for me. It's like I'm thinking, right? I've been hearing. I actually find him catching up. I don't even know. Is this Semenyo thing real? Like, in terms of like Liverpool? Oh, okay, yeah. So I thought it was just a rumor, right? But like, we've got two forwards in Isak and Ekitike that still need to kind of get on the pitch. If you sign a Semenyo, even if he's a right-sided player, are you playing Gakpo, Isak, Ekitike, and Semenyo all in the same team? There's no balance. You're not going to do that. So for me, it's like, if we're getting him, is that an indication that we're just staying at 4-3-3? Or are we playing the two up top, which I've been hearing is a possibility? Are we going to go and play a two up top? If we're playing the two up top, then where does Semenyo play? If we're playing a 4-3-3, then yeah, he plays. But I don't really know where. Now, if he's coming in to be a right-hand sided thing, it might work, but it hasn't. Like, it's been a very long time since we've seen right-footed players, even though he's got a left foot, but right-footed players play on the right-hand side. Like, that just doesn't happen anymore, because what will happen, a team will just limit you to crosses into the box. Now, is he a good crosser like that? He's decent. I don't think he's like some worldy crosser. So, like, you really want him cutting inside and being a threat, which leads me to believe he's probably preferred to play on the left-hand side, but you've got a Gakpo that you just signed to a new deal, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So Does that mean he's just coming in just to rotate and do the rotation thing, which is fine, but we're still gonna have to spend money on a right-hand sided player, because even if worst case scenario you want to keep, Garley for another year, you need another right winger anyway. Do you know what I mean? You need another right winger for competition because Chiesa can't provide it, or Slot doesn't trust it. Rio's not played out there. No one else has really got a sniff out there. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, I really don't know how this kind of works. The squad planning just seems all over the place. So at any given point, you could have a Wirtz, a Gakpo, and let's say Salah for this argument, all on the bench, which doesn't make sense. Like in terms of like whether they should be on the bench or not is a different discussion. But let's say everyone's just fit and you start the season, you never go into a season thinking, yeah, these men are going to be on the bench. You just spent 120 million on this player. You know what I mean? Isak's another 120 million. What is he? Are they both going to be on the bench? And you're going to play Ekitike, Gakpo, and Semenyo? I don't know how. It's all about balance to me, and it just seems.
Should we take away the money aspect then, Jay? And I know we shouldn't, but just for to level the conversation out, if we took away, let's say we took away the finances, like how much the players actually cost,
it's still in balance, but it's still in balance
based on the players.
Yeah, but they're still in balance. They're still in balance.
Right.
Like I'm not looking at it in terms of money. I'm looking at it more so in terms of like you've signed a player based on him being like when you sign someone for. I know you're talking about money, but when you sign an Isak, you are telling them, and you get rid of your other number 9. You're telling everyone this is our starting number 9. When you go and get Wirtz and you tell him, and you've got a number 10 there already, but you go and get the number 10, and then you give him the number 7. You're telling everyone this is my starting number 7, like starting number 10. So as soon as you go and drop them to the bench, you're now playing your Semenyos, your Gakpos, your Ekitikas. Do you just sack like at a certain point they're gonna want to play games and they're gonna want to start, so you're gonna have to drop them. Which is why I was under the impression that we're probably going to be moving to a 2, which kind of made sense in my head. But if we're going to stay with the 4-3-3, fair enough. But then someone out of an Ekitike and someone's going to be unhappy. But majority of these forwards you just signed, they're all new. It's not like Salah, of course, could go. Gakpo, of course, had been there, but the rest of them are all new forwards. So which one of them is going to go? Is it just a 1 year in and out, or a season and a half? It doesn't. I don't know. The squad planning just seems all over the place to me. It seems more like a panic buy more than anything, and opportunistic, as Saf said.
It don't make sense, but I mean, they could be changing their model, man, because we've seen that over the last couple of years with not our team, but bare people are signing players and then they're gone a season later, bro. Like we're not used to seeing that. So for all I know, the reason why, I mean, to Gakpo's face, they probably never told him we're signing you up so to protect your value, but I mean, he was talks of Bayern Munich before Diaz went there. And that probably said, you know what, we need to sign him up and make sure there's a value there. So if someone tries to sign him again, the money. I do agree there's an imbalance. Usually tells me that they're trying to move somebody on. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in January, Chiesa will go in January. That's what I think will happen. Because Chiesa's already not, like they had the Italian game the other day, he didn't make it into the squad. The World Cup's coming up. He's going to want to play at some point. If he can go to another team and have a bad boy enter the season where it's fresh in people's mind, he might get into that squad. So it might be an easy sell for him. And then obviously, what I said, it would be smart to loan him out because currently we have only factually, we have 1 FA Cup game. Because if you lose the first one, you're out. We don't have League Cup anymore. And we're already behind in the Prem. So even though we as fans would be like, brother, demand them, Salah and Gakpo ain't doing anything, might as well try Rio. He's not going to do that. He's going to have the excuse of, no, we need experienced players out there. So then it's like no game time. So, yeah, it sucks, man. There's an imbalance, but it seems opportunistic to me. It's Bournemouth. Seem to have a little relationship there with them. Got Kirkers from there too. Obviously, Hughes used to be their sporting whatever. So that's the kind of thing. I think that's why he was linked to Liverpool straight away, bro. Like, I think that's already set. And he would know if he's trying to move people on as well. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he gets to January and he plays for Spurs, bro. So
that's true.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised on that either, man. But even if we had Elise, he wouldn't make he's the coldest to me now. He's the coldest one on the wing. There's only him and like Rodrigo and them, bro. Like, and everyone else is already cemented in teams and stuff like that. Bro, Elise comes to this team. We're talking about the same thing, you know that, innit? Obviously, Elise's got more skill than Semenyo, but we're talking about the same thing. Like, all that nonchalant Elise shit that we get, we got Palace and Bayern and that. He ain't doing that at Liverpool, bro. Not with this gaffer.
It's not going to be acceptable, bro, by the
It
fans.
won't be acceptable. And what will happen is he'll pull out some magic every like 3-4 games, keep people excited, but nothing, bro. It's this gaffer, bro.
What about then? All right, so I go to G 65 million, smart business, or are we gambling on him in terms of, because I rate him highly. You heard me the way I speak about. I think he's cold in it, and I'm not saying he's as good as Mane, but I feel like there is a bit of him. What I saw in Mane, and I felt like, yo, that we could do with a bit of that in our team right now. There's no desire, hunger. It feels like we're just getting moved to. Where I feel like he'll. I don't know, like where Diaz will start a press, what we had last season, and then it will just be infectious in the rest of the guys. Nunes will start a press, infectious. Bobby in the previous years would be infectious. Mane would then do the exact same. I feel like having players like him, and I know you mentioned Chiesa as well, Sav. Obviously, it probably will be that we lose Chiesa as well. So you lose that. And I'm like, he's on it. So that means you're replacing one guy that's on it from a pressing standpoint and aggressive so you're not actually enhancing that part of our game. You're just adding one, taking one away. So there's still going to be that unbalance. But 65 million for a player of his standards, for me, feels good. But I want to know what you think. Is it like a gamble?
I think it is, man. I'm with Jerry and Savage in terms of the squad balance, like, because you've got Isak, Ekatike, Salah, Gakpo. They're all poor at pressing. They're all poor at it. The one who is good at pressing, he doesn't play in Chiesa. Like, he's probably the best one out of all of them. You would say, yeah, this guy, he presses, he harasses. So I'm kind of thinking, so maybe you don't, which is fair, by the way. If you don't want those type of, like, that's up to you. You're the manager. If you don't want that, I mean, I don't know Semenyo's stats, or someone really would have to show me or let me know in the chat, or one of you, man. But I'm not going to say Semenyo's known for his pressing. I'm not going to say that much. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe he's good at it. I don't know. But if he is, why would you get him in? Because you're already playing with a team that the attack doesn't do that anyway. So to me, I'm like, you don't really want that then. That's why it's making me think, maybe Liverpool are not in for him. Maybe he would go to like an Arsenal. Maybe he would go to like a Spurs, someone else. Because why would you want someone who can do that when you already have that and you don't want to play them? You clearly have players that prefer to do different things on the ball, off the ball, and they're quite nonchalant in what they do off the ball and stuff like that. So so now I'm only just, as Jerry and Savage speak, I'm thinking, actually, when you look at all the forwards that you man just named, none of them are good at pressing anyway. And it's not their fault. Like, that's just not their game, and that's fine. But you signed all of these players. Jerry said it there. They're all new players. Isak new, Ekatike new, Chiesa only come last season. Gakpo, obviously, and Salah, the only two have been here for a minute. So I'm just now thinking, what would be the point in signing Semenyo? What, to press? But you don't want someone to press, clearly, because you're not doing, like, I don't know. It's weird. In terms of the value, listen, he's calm. Like, he's calm. He's calm. But you said Mane, and I'm like, I hear that. But if you're, it's weird. Like, Liverpool maybe should go back to what they were good at. But what they were good at was getting you to the top. You're supposed to already be at the top. So now I'm starting to think, like, the conversation we had yesterday about Liverpool need to decide what they are as a football club. Like, are you the bad boys? Are you the big dogs? Are you going to do what Jerry said, which is one season in, one season out? It ain't working. We're signing someone new, and we just keep replacing that way, and then we replace managers. If so, cool, do it that way. At the moment, I feel like we're kind of like Tivering. We're just hovering around. Yeah, we're still Liverpool who like to do this, but we just splashed 240 million or 200 and whatever million on Isak and Vert. So really, we need to try and see if this one. Liverpool need to sort of like kind of pattern up. But the main problem is the manager. Regardless, you can play 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. I've seen people in the chat just say now 3-5-2. I promise you, man, the formation is probably the least thing we should be concerned about. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Play with 6 strikers if you want. He does it anyway when he throws everyone on the pitch. True. We play with 6 strikers. We put Florian Wirtz false 9. You put him left wing. It doesn't matter. We need something different, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? So Semenyo, he's calm, and there's nothing against him. I do agree. I think he is a decent player, but signing him to do what? Like, at this point, I don't know anymore. Like, what are you coming here to actually do? Like, you coming here to, he's great at taking players on, and We might as well sign Kvaratskhelia then. Yeah, he's fantastic at doing stuff like that. Like, what difference is it going to make in terms of him coming in and doing what he's already good at doing for Bournemouth, where he's not coming up against low blocks every week and has to try and figure it out in his head? And now Bournemouth, you ain't really got to worry about that kind of stuff. You can just play off the cuff and play your game, and it's not going to be a problem. You try to play against fucking Real Madrid, do you know what I mean, at Anfield, and see if you can do what you're doing at Bournemouth against freaking Burnley. I don't feel like it's going to work all the time like that. So, yeah, different manager, maybe I would have a different outlook. But right now, I can't. Right now, any signing, I'm just like, listen, you do your thing. I'm easy.
Yeah, I hear it.
Nah, the comparison that you said as well in terms of what club are we? Are we the big dogs or not? Maybe we've tried to do the big dog thing with the signings we've made, innit? And maybe we're not used to knowing how to use these players. You know, like you go, right, now it's time, we're here. Now it's time to be here. And we've signed the Isaks and the Ekatikes and the Florian Wirtz and all of those. And the ones that we're linked to as well, like the Bastoni, Slot. Like we're trying to sign players that's keeping us where we need to be. But Liverpool is always good at signing the guys just before they got here. And maybe that's what we're thinking with Semenyo. Maybe that's what we're thinking. Maybe we've gone, right, we've got these now. There's nothing we can now do. We've spent the money, we bought them. But let's revisit what we were good at. And maybe that's the direct. Maybe they're just slightly pivoting. Maybe. I don't know.
Do you know what's needed, right? If you're gonna go and try to be the big dogs, do you know what's needed? A high value manager, bro. Word to Kevin Samuels, but a high value manager. Every top team, bro. Every top team, right? When you go and look at their man making signings, the ones that are successful are your Ancelottis, your Pep Guardiolas, your Jose Mourinho's, heck, even your Jurgen Klopps. Remember, we broke the record for Alisson and Van Dijk, but guess what? Them man worked. The ones where it goes pear-shaped and you go and look at that, you signed signs that didn't work out. Andre Villas-Boas. Do you know what I mean? And Moyes. You know what I mean? Van Gaal. The ones that when it didn't work out, yeah, you signed the players, but guess what?
Yeah.
That's true. Solskjaer and all them, man.
The fruit of it. Solskjaer, all them, man. So what it is that, yeah, you could try and go and splash the cash, bruv, but you need to have the personality to be able to go and deal with, yeah, you know what, Isak, you're on the bench still. No, you're on the bench for the final. Do you know how tough of a decision that is to go and make when you just slapped 80, 90 million on man's head and you're telling him, yeah, for the final, you're on the bench. It takes a certain manager to be able to go and do that. What we're seeing with our manager, you can't do it. So
I think,
maybe you need worse players so you can have that ego about you where it's easy to drop a man. It's easy to just say, yeah, you're not playing.
Of course, that's why it was easy for him to drop Kwanzaa and Harvey, bro, because the little man to him, innit? He shook a Salah, bro. He wouldn't do anything. He shook, bro. Salah's, bro, come on, man. The status of Salah or Slot, bro. Come on, no one cares about Slot. So Salah can just look at him, give him evils and that.
That's a given. My son does that.
Do you know what I've done for this club, bro? You're trying
man start hold up the board with number 11 on it and you just turn your back on it, bro, and then you change it to 12, blood. yeah, Bradley come off instead, bro. You know, like that, bro. So,
yeah, it's because the numbers are close together. That's why my bad. Didn't
you know, like even what Jerry said about like, yeah, you might, like Ancelotti might, drop whoever, like you dropped 120 million. It's like you're on the bench today. Ekatike. I think it's even also like to even caveat that to like, I don't think that man would even care though. Not obviously everyone wants to play, of course, everyone wants to kick ball and blah. I hate that, but like at Real Madrid, it was almost like it seemed like them man were like, bro, it's Ancelotti, so if he says maybe today I don't need to play, then maybe today I don't need to play. Like, do you know what I mean? Like maybe I'm gonna listen.
But the thing is, I guarantee it wasn't even that. But the problem is that when you're going, and what are you gonna say to Ancelotti?
Yeah.
After what I've done him, what are you gonna tell me? What are you gonna tell Zidane if Zidane tells you no? I want you to play the pass there. I want you to release it there.
That's what. Yeah, that's true because that's what he did to Bale. Bale didn't have chat for Zidane, bro. Bale's trying to.
What Ricky say? He's angry. He goes and comes on. What can Gini Wijnaldum? What can Gini? And obviously it's about personality as well, right? But Liverpool got to a certain level. What could Gini Wijnaldum say to Jurgen Klopp when you're not starting against Barca?
Mm.
Yeah,
Nothing. You just have to go out and
run his mouth
perform,
after
bro.
the game,
But
innit?
why? Because Jurgen Klopp there's a stature, isn't it? But when you're coming into the club, and me as a player, I've done more than you've done in your playing career and your managerial career. What can you tell me?
Yeah, some of these men have played against him,
No,
and that's what it's true.
but them man, you see that Lampard and Drogba and stuff. They were even saying, I remember in John Terry, they were saying that certain managers will come in and that,
I remember that
and in the
podcast.
first
Well,
5 minutes,
remember that.
in the first 5 minutes, they'll be like, yeah, man, yeah, we're not. He's
Yeah, Terry
easy gone.
said the same thing about VS Boas, bro. It's just like, bro, this guy.
Yeah,
You know,
this guy.
John Terry, bro.
Ferdinand said the same thing. He said, when we done the thing and we saw Moyes doing the analysis about how someone else was going to play against us, he was like, no, it's finished. We never did that.
States mean
It's done.
something, bro.
He's gone.
States mean something.
Man,
Bro. I told
like,
you how Tom
you
Brady
can't-
looked at Rooney, bro. Rooney's
Bro,
a
it's
G as well.
status, bro.
Man.
But
Yeah,
put it
my
this
face,
way,
man.
right? Put it this way. If I was just a new coach at a random team, just a random like whatever Sunday league team with under 12s, and I just the new manager and that. First of all, even the kids have got to earn their respect in terms of like they've got to see what I'm about, whether what I'm saying is working, and the parents as well. But guess what? If Frank Lampard or flipping Jermaine Pennant went and came to the touchline, or Akin Fenwa, I'm dropping that levels in terms of players. But if they came to the side of the pitch and said, I'm your son's manager, they're shutting up. Anything he says goes. Why? Because of status.
Yeah.
Because of what he's done. It's pedigree. So me as a player, if I'm going and I've got more pedigree than the manager, you've got to prove yourself to me. Like, this guy's a. And remember last season, that's what Salah and stuff were saying. They were like, but Slot, he proved himself, but yeah, he didn't make too many changes. He didn't upset the cart. Do you know what I mean? Players like that. Oh yeah, I still get to do what I want to go and do. He didn't just go and rip stuff up and be like, nah, you know what, Salah on the bench still.
Nah, we spoke about that before. Remember that, and one was like, yo, what happens if he comes in and just tries to take Trent and Salah off straight away? Man, take his time, because you remember he took Trent off with 20 minutes to go in that, and he had that look on his face. And everyone was like, Trent's been taken off. Took Salah off once, bro. Bro said, I ain't doing that again, bro. I don't know. It ain't happening again, bro. It's true, because it's worse when like you're a manager that no one's heard. Like a lot of managers, people just hear of you, and I don't even know who this guy is, bro. Virgil played against him and didn't know who he was, bro. You was on that team. Yeah, man. Them little man and that, man. Then when I was at Celtic and that, you was just dying in that league, bro. Yeah, man. It gets like that. It gets like that. The status means something, and also, if they can see where you're going, they can believe in what you're doing, then you can get a bit more about you, bro. Because he doesn't even have the arrogance of Mourinho. Like Mourinho came in, arrogance was there. Obviously, he'd done stuff in other leagues and that, but and obviously he'd won the Champions League and that, but he doesn't even have that. They should have some belief in him, but clearly they see what we can see in it. So they're not trying, because the Premier League should be like, now this geezer can take us wherever we need to go. But bruv, they won the Premier League, but they were there for the Champions League as well, and the League Cup and the FA Cup in the same season, and was like, yeah, this didn't. You know what I mean? When big games and that.
Before you ask your question, G, I just want to say, in terms of like, because obviously I'm looking at the players, right? And yes, the manager, I blame him for most of what's going on with the team, yeah, but also with the players, innit? The players have to do the stuff that they need to do on the football pitch. Yes, you can see that there's no real direction, but at the end of the day, these are not kids. These are professional footballers. They should still be able to figure stuff out on the pitch. And I wanna use this as well, because you know something. I think they revert back to type in terms of what the manager tells them. They don't want to go out of it. But if you got that stature in a team with the Salahs, the Virgils, whoever it is, you can pick your players, yeah. They should be able to see what's going on and go, nah, it's not working. Let's just do this in the game. And we'll worry about the repercussions after the match in terms of, the manager's going to say, we didn't do the things his way. But I feel like I'm not feeding into whether the players don't want him there, but adding like a Semenyo in there, and I'm going, he'll come in and make a massive difference. And if he goes off the cuff, he just does the off the cuff stuff. And then other players go, like, hey, if he's working, let's just do this then, instead of doing what he's saying and then deal with it after.
I don't think he'll do the off the cuff stuff. He's not that type of player. He's not a maverick. You're not getting someone like Wilfried Zaha, where my man's really not going to listen to anything you got to say, bro. He's not that. He's someone that's, again, very good student at the game, prayed at the low levels. He's got to where he is by listening to exactly what the manager.
You need someone who's got an attitude problem, bro.
Yeah, and that's why you're talking about Ekitike. Ekitike looks so in line of like, I'm a maverick, right? The rest of the players don't look like that. But what it is, they might not be happy with what they're being asked to do, but they're still
Mhm.
very, very professional. So it's like, bruv, I don't want to go and do this, but this is what we're going to do, innit? And remember, they've been trained in a schooling system under Klopp, and by schooling system I mean they've been in that environment where you had to do everything to a T to even get a sniff at getting in the team. So it becomes second nature. That's the culture of the club. Just because I don't agree with something, I'm still going to go and play the way you want me to play, even though I can't do it. Because going up and doing something against the grain, bro, I might not be in the team. Like it's as simple as that. You like someone like a Bradley. Let's say a Bradley goes and thinks, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna stay out wide. I'm not gonna invert. I'm not gonna do this. And then Slot comes in. Why are you not inverting? You might not get a game after that. Do you know what I mean? He's not an established player.
The worst thing with some of our
like,
players is the ones who could go off the. I mean, I'm not talking Ekitike, but End is right. But you are right. Semenyo's not kind of guy. Even when I watched his interview with him and his brother and that, bro, like these are good youths, bro. Like he's just gonna do what he's gonna be like. I'm lucky to be at Liverpool, bro. Even though I believe in my talent, I'm gonna listen to what's told. But the ones in our
it would be
like,
insane. Sorry to stop you, just to kind of paint the picture for man. You know Swarms, the rapper. He's from my area.
Yeah.
They were both playing non-league at the same time when man was talking about Leica for Leica. They were both playing against each other on the pitch. So like that's just someone that's come from non-league, right, and got to where he is. He's going to be very grateful for where he is, bro. It's going to let it all work out. Part two, the reason.
He's definitely one of them.
It's wow, I can't believe I'm here because that's not the lineage. That's not the line you're supposed to go down. That's not the road you're supposed to go down. He got there through hard work. Come on, he's not like someone that's been at the top his whole career. He's not Neymar. Do you know what I mean? He's not Robert. He's not them, man. He's a Vardy. He's gonna work. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna try. He's grateful.
Yeah, if you're gonna them kind of players who are gonna go off the cuff, bro, like you better have the arrogance to, if it goes wrong, still have chat for man, bro. Ekitike will. If he tries the thing and it don't work, and also he's the striker, bro. If he tries the thing and it don't work, he got the midfield and the defense and the goalkeeper. Met one of these midfielders, Troll got up. Bro, I said it to you yesterday, bro. I've seen Grav try that turn, and when it don't work, bro, they're in on goal, bro. Then what? Slot's gonna be like, oh, you think you can go off the cuff? You didn't see what happened. Then he's got a case study for why you should listen to me, bro. The other man, them don't care, bro. When you already come to a team with that kind of arrogance about you, it's like, yeah, bro, I already think I'm better than everyone. So what, innit? And them bad boys are the limited now, but you kind of need one of them to fix up this gaffer. Because he doesn't even want to play the geezers that help him out. Yeah, he helps him out all the time. Don't want to play him. And for your point about the players who have already been there, I said that to you as well, bro. Like I told you, bro. The watching McAllister mark Dan Burn was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Yeah, and I'm looking at Virgil like, so you're just not gonna take leadership at this point. You're just gonna listen to the gaffer with his ownership. He's the tallest guy on the pitch, bro. Just mark him. But you know what? The fight weren't there. That was then, and we won the league. This Virgil even compared to last season's Virgil, and this Salah compared to, you could see in Salah's face in all the interviews last season, bro, this geezer just wanted to win the Prem again, bro. I think he was fed up of all the Henry talks and the Hazard talks, and he's like, he said it about, I don't care about the Ballon d'Or anymore. Part of that is because you don't care, and part of it's because you know you're not going to win it, so you're just like, let me just act like I don't care. But I hear him, because when you've done what he's done, he might really think that he should have had one. I'm not mad at him for that. That was then, bro. And then there's the new contract. Brother, them two in particular, they don't care, bro.
They're chilling, man.
That's wrong. They care, but the fight ain't there, bro. And bro, that is it's hard to do, bro. Like to go again. For what reason? They're not managed by Pep Guardiola, bro. Where Pep's gonna be like, I'm going again. Yeah, they're managed by Slot, bro, who's like, Slot's, oh my god, I can't believe I've won the Prem. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe we've won the Prem under this guy in his first season. I've got a new contract. Salah's gonna be gone soon. Virgil's gonna be gone soon. So they're just, bro, they're chilling. They're chilling, bro. Did it look bothered to you when we can see the goal? Them two. Virgil's like smiling.
You remember when I remember Salah used to throw his hands up in the air, bro. We can see. I ain't seen that.
Bro. The ball hit Virgil's leg.
Salah used to get mad. He's like, "Yo, I just scored, and you man are just messing around with the ball, bro." I said, "Right," but now it's just like
I'm gonna play not devil's advocate, but you see, like even like the Dan Burn thing, though, yeah, it just goes back to my point now. You see, if the system is that we're gonna go and do this zonal thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Virgil's been tasked with, you are responsible for that goal, for that area there. If we can see the goal from there, that is your fault, right?
Mm.
If he goes and just, of course, he might go out and win the head against Dan Burn and the manager don't say anything. But if he goes out and does that, but let's say he loses the header to Dan Burn lightly and it drops into that zone and someone slaps it in, it's now Virgil's fault. And if he's the leader and he's the captain of the team, he has to be the manager on the pitch, innit? So he has to, essentially, he's got to be the one that believes in the system the most, believes in what he's been, what the team's been asked to do the most. So if he goes against that, it's over for the manager at that point. If that happened in that game, and we found that out, we'd know. Oh yeah, it's over. Like the manager's, he's finished.
No, but that's why Virgil's a pussy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're 100% right. That's why the pussy, bro. Because it's not like it was one corner, bro. Like it's us seeing stuff over and over again, and I'm like, okay, so the warning signs there twice. He's gonna let it go again. No, imagine just watching, knowing what's about to happen again. Remember, Newcastle's corners are not off the cuff. They do the same thing every corner, bro. I'm swinging it to the back post of Dan Burn. That's what we're gonna do every single time. And he watched it twice, and he got the header twice, bro. One of them hit the crossbar, one went over the bar. Okay, big man, there's a number one coming in. Who's marking him? If it's Kanate, Zabazz, like, okay, McAllister, okay, you got problems, brother. And also the mentality show, because it's a cup final, bro. This is a league game, and you the 3 points, and we can get a draw. It's a cup final, bro. There's no redos of this game. Them man didn't care, but just like, oh yeah. So Jerry is right. I'm not saying you're wrong at all, but that's why Virgil's half a pussy, bro, because man just watched us fail, bro.
Do you man think if we had like Alonso, the players would just respect it a bit more in terms of what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, plus the way that he dashed Vinny out the team and told
he trained with the Real Madrid team.
That's exactly what would happen. Do you know what happened? He would go on the pitch, right? And this is how I know, yeah.
Ping one from 60.
No, I was saying this to ends, innit? I was saying this to ends. You see, when you're doing a demo, yeah. So when you're training, sometimes you've got to do a demo. Like you got to show them what you want them to do, or you got to stop the session and say, "I need to see."
Yeah, thank you, because of the Cruyff turn, bro. Slot don't have that.
If I'm getting it and it's a shooting thing, and I get the ball, I touch it there, and I wrap it into the side netting. The players are looking at me like, "Oh, yeah, okay, I trust what he's doing." Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. If I'd done that, and the knees locked, do you know what I mean? The knees locked. Like Christmas coming up with the knees locked. You see the players would just go, "Eee!" and obviously, they'd go, "Eee!" like baggy or whatever. Or if I say, "Yeah, look, ping the ball to me, I want to touch into that space," and it goes through my legs and I miss it. Like now they're looking at me a bit funky. So when Xabi Alonso comes in there and he gets the ball out of his seat and goes zoop, and it's a daisy cutter, bending round better than any passer and it just slaps someone, they're looking at that like, "Oh, yeah, it's him." Like, I don't know if you guys heard the story. Yeah, I don't know if the chat have, but there was what team was it? I think Gianfranco Zola was managing a team. I forgot what team it was. I want to say Watford at the time.
Yeah, it was manager.
It was Watford. It was,
or maybe it was another team before that. But the players at Watford said it got to the point where they went to the ownership and said, "Can you tell Zola to stop playing with us, because he was the best player on the pitch." Like he was getting the ball and in the training running through, man.
No, it was Watford. It was Watford, because I heard Dini said the same thing. Bro.
And man's at 50, man's at 55 and he's running through the whole team of like 20 and 30-year-olds, and they can't get near him, and he's dinking the keeper, and he's laughing, and he's like, "Look, this is easy." Like at that point, but you're mad that it's at that point. It's like, again, it's a balance. But you see, like the jab, of course they'll respect it. What? So he's looking at whoever Sobo, why can't you pass that? Sobo,
no, it's true.
Tried to tell him that. He'd be like, "Stop." He'd be like, "But come on, come on, you." The last clip I've seen of Slot is him get the ball at centre.
You don't think Slot got
the only clip I've seen of Slot playing ball is the centre, bruv. The ball comes to me, flicks it up and boots it up into the air, and then he tries to win the second ball. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
He's got drifting knees, bro.
I've not even seen that clip, bro. That's crazy.
He's got drifting knees.
You never seen it?
The ball in that, bro.
I think
no articulation on that.
I sent it, innit? I sent it. No, it's insane, bruv. He just boots it up, and everyone's like, "What the hell?" And then he's battling the man. But it's their centre, by the way. So they've got the ball. You know, you criticize Konate for going long. Now we're gonna boot it up. We're gonna boot up in the center of the pitch, and then we're gonna battle for the header. But I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
What is this? A tee off in basketball? What are we doing?
That's what it is, man. It's Jerry's right, bro. There's a certain respect in it, and obviously the reason why some of the managers fail, the better players, is because they can't understand why you can't do what they can do, and they can't drop it. That's why Henry in that. I see,
Yeah.
bruv, like Henry and Gerrard's looking at man like, so you can't pass the ball properly now. You heard
These
Trent
guys are doing basic cutters. I'm like, brother,
Yeah,
not
bro.
everyone could just do basic
Yeah, when Trent
cutters.
was talking the other day and asked him about Alonso, he said he did that. You know when man do that thing like, so how good is he? And it's just, yeah, he looks
Yeah,
like he
yeah,
could
that's
probably
it,
play
he
now.
My
knows.
man, yeah.
Yeah. And obviously for Trent's like, yo, you and Gerrard is what I was watching growing up. So if you
Yeah.
want me to sit on the bench for Carvajal, damn, I'll sit on the bench for Valverde. You're Alonso, bro. That's why. Take away the fact that how everyone feels about Trent leaving. Take away the jokes. It's not funny though, innit? He's at Real Madrid. He's a Galactico now. So if you have to sit on the bench, they already know that. Bale had to sit on the bench, and Zidane, he didn't like it. But what did he do? He threw subliminals when he played for Wales, bruv. He didn't have chat for Zidane to his face. And then Zidane put him on the
You
pitch,
can
scored
never.
a bicycle kick. Here, have another Champions League, bruv. You know what? Take 2. You know what? Take 3, blood, in a row. And that's what. So when real G's, bruv, Ancelotti, I seen him doing kick-ups and that. But all he does was raise his eyebrow, and you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Jude got there. Jude weren't playing straight away. Yeah, bro, don't worry, blood, because I'll just turn you into, Jude, top goal scorer. Okay. Yeah, run me the Champions
Put him
League.
at
in
the
my
top
first
of the
season.
diamond. When he put him at the top of the diamond,
Run me the Copa del Rey in the Champions League in the league in my first season. My bad, gaffer. You get me? So they're respecting, bro. They're respecting, and they don't, bro. I don't think they respect Slot like that. And it's even worse for players that are on the bench and that. Like, remember, we're talking player for player. K's are better than Slot, bro. We're talking about I won the Euros, bro. I won the
I was
league.
about to say, he's got a Euros.
I won the league with CR7 up front, bro. And and then now he does these little crackhead laughing at, but K's just screwing inside, bro. Like, if I don't make that World Cup team, I might, you know what I mean?
To be fair, he did turn down
I'm out with
he did turn down the latest invitation though.
Yeah, but you know what happens, bro? When Spaghetti Mafia turn up to Slot's door at the end of the season, bro, you get me? Lasagna lads and that.
Man.
Perfect, yeah.
Lasagna lads.
Lasagna lads. All right. So I want to quickly go and look at comparing the players, our wingers, senior wingers compared to I didn't put Chiesa in. I'm not gonna put him into it because he doesn't, we don't trust him to play.
He's not a senior, innit? He's not a senior,
We don't
innit?
trust him to play in it. But I want you guys, chat, if you can't see it, let me know. I can zoom in a little bit more as well. Let me make sure I'll make sure I get the right. Where is it? 25, 26, Premier League. Cool. So if there's any stats you think, guys, I left out, let me know from what you guys can see. I'm going to do the first one because I know you guys like doing the per 90, but I'm going to do total first and then we'll look at per 90 just to see what the comparison is. And if anything that kind of sticks out to you guys in terms of what you want in your winger, shout it out and we'll stop and then we'll have a look at it because I want to see how he faces up against these man. Because
I beg you, zoom in.
some people don't think he's good enough. Some people think he's good enough. So there's that split in terms of should we go and spend 65 million and get him in, or should we allow it and find a different solution somewhere else with a different type of player? But looking at that, they've played the same amount of games, so there's no excuses for that. Semenyo's got more minutes. His shot accuracy is, bar being blocked, is higher than Salah's and Gakpo's. More shots on target than Salah and Gakpo.
How the fuck did he have more minutes than Salah?
There may be a sub in it. It's only by five minutes.
Is it the Prem only?
Yeah, Prem only.
Oh, okay. My bad. About to say, bro. Sorry, all right. My bad.
Man said, how has he got more? And said, zoom in a little bit more. All right, there we go, peeps. Hopefully everyone can see it, yeah? Goals, 6 for Semenyo, 4 for Salah, 3 for Gakpo. And then I put goals from inside and outside the box because as a winger, I think you should be able to do both. In it, if you're outside cutting, can you hit the top corner? If you're inside the box, can you get shots off and score as well? So Semenyo is good from outside and inside the box. Let's see, left-footed shots. I wanted to see right foot, left foot, what they're good at. So, hold on a minute. So Salah's goals. Nah, so the left foot is not working this season.
Hey, if I got more goals with the right foot than the left foot, yeah, can't chat to a man like that. You crazy?
And you know why
That's
that
not a
is,
good
bro?
thing,
Because
bro.
remember the first goal, he ran over to
Brilliant.
the right to get his goal.
That's not a good thing at all, bro.
Hold on,
That's
which
not a
one?
good thing at
Salah's, bro. The last one.
Middle.
Salah's
Salah's
one.
middle.
Middle.
So
Middle.
Semenyo's the
Yeah.
first one. Salah
All right,
middle.
and do me a favor. Scroll back up a little bit, bro. More. Okay. So Salah's is on the right.
No,
Middle.
Middle.
Rotted, man. I was trying to save Gakpo with the shots off target, boy. Anyway, continue, blood.
Oh, right, man's got 16. That's
But yeah, sorry, Jay. You said the scoring on his right foot isn't.
No, I'm saying
Salah.
that statistic is shocking because if you were to look at the course of Salah's career, I'm pretty sure majority of his goals are like 80-90% with his left foot. So where the fact he's not, that's why he's not flipping scoring, because the left foot is jammed, bro. The left foot is finished now. You know, the hip flex is gone.
Gakpo scored 3 with his right foot. Semenyo's got a balance between both. Conversion rate, Semenyo's higher. Salah is then next, and then Gakpo's on 14% in terms of his conversion rate.
Yeah, it makes sense to have
Assists,
more
2
shots,
each. 2 each for Salah and Gakpo, 3 for Semenyo, some more. Chances created though, Salah is higher. Well, I say high, he's only 1 more than Cody. So
This is a better
Cody
team,
has
isn't
been creating.
it? But what's a creative chance though? I always like to know that.
That's the thing. It's down to the interpretation of the person.
Exactly.
Like,
So
some
I've just
people are
got
going
to
to say
look
it's
at it and be
1-on-1
like-
or
It's
Exactly. So
I know what it is because I went out my way to Google these before, bro. Like on the Opta thing, it's for a chance on target. It's something to do with like when the ball gets to the person, whatever the XG is on it. Like if
that particular
so,
area.
yeah.
Okay.
So if it's a big chance, the XG is high, and then if it's just a chance, I think it's like a little bit lower than the higher one on that.
Oh, okay. Well, then we know that obviously Liverpool play for a team that creates more chances, better players. So you'd expect.
Yeah, you'd
Semenyo
expect
to
them
go
to
up.
have.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
'Cause
good
if they're
comparison because
similar-
yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
No, I was saying it's good to compare because I'd say most people would say they don't think Cody creates chances in it. He just cuts in and shoots.
Hmm.
Well, clearly
Yeah,
he does.
'cause
He
that's
does
higher
create.
this season with the shots off target stuff for Gakpo because now he's forcing the shots on it. Because it's not normally about him missing. He just kicks it against people on it. He's cutting and he's getting blocked. That's normally the thing that I know with him. But because he had the best conversion rate in our team last season. I think it was last season anyway, or season before.
Yeah, and then you look at the passes, boys, and I think Jerry, you mentioned this on previous streams in terms of if you want to play the controlled way, you're going to need players. You're going to need your winger to hold it and connect passes, right? So Cody's got 82%, Semenyo's got 77%, and Salah isn't far behind Semenyo, but it's 74%. So if you're going to play the controlled way and we're going to push players forward, you're going to need the wingers to hold on to it, to allow an overlap, to allow midfielders to come and join the attack or the striker to make movements. So I agree with you in that one. So Gakpo does that better than Salah in this instance. And then if you added Semenyo in there, he then does it better. It's only 3%, not massive, but 3% could be the difference between a goal or not in some instances.
That's why I say the style will be interesting to see. Go back to what G was saying, innit? Is he gonna come in and like there's little like things that he'll be better than the other winger, that he might beat his man better, he might lick a shot and he might be able to go left foot, right foot. But is he gonna go and change his game to be more of this possession type player? I don't think so. Which is why I don't understand what Liverpool are trying to do, really. Because again, 3%, yeah, it might make a difference, but it does like I don't know. It would be interesting to see what Grealish's was or Mahrez's was when they're at City to get an idea. But Liverpool aren't going to play like that, so it's all right, isn't it? It's all within the same bracket, innit? You can see why Liverpool would want to get a player like that if they've got Gakpo and they've purchased a Salah before. It's all similar stats.
Yeah, if they're basing off how Liverpool's playing at the moment, then I hear ends on this one. The stats don't even matter, bro. Semenyo makes sense, just the way he's been playing. Just off watching him last season and this season, it makes more sense than playing both of them two, bro. Them two just do the same shit over and over again and hope it sticks on it. So obviously you shouldn't be signing players for like that based on how you're playing at the moment if it's not your final form in it. If this ain't your best form, we sign him man based on when you play shit. That's stupid. Because when you start playing good again, what now are you? We're not doing that style of play anymore. So that's why some of these they're valid, but of course we know the real thing about it. So
I've added the long ball as well to it, Sav, just to see. I don't expect my wingers to be spraying passes left, right, and center, but if you've got that in the locker where you can switch the play if needs be, then great. Gakpo is out in front in that, then leading by Semenyo, then Salah with 35%. Then I look at crosses attempted, right? Because as a winger, We got strikers are making runs in the box. They're both tall strikers. They're both, you can win a header. See Ekitike goal the other day, where he was offside, was a great header, by the way. But are the wingers going to put the ball in the box? So crosses attempt 14 so far, 1 completed. 34 crosses, 6 completed. 42 attempts, 6 completed.
You see the attempts from, you can tell that we've got the ball more. And we're against low blocks and that, because you can see from all of Semenyo's passing stuff, it's not. His is a lot of give him the ball and he'll dribble at you, and he's not. And they're not on the edge of the box trying to figure out how to break this low block down, bro. It's like, give me the ball, I'll dribble at you, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if you put. I mean, he's not been playing. We put Madueke, someone that's the Semenyo's, and Chelsea man, them, they're all the same.
They were the same, and in terms of the crosses, they're just more 1v1 across the box or shoot.
Yeah.
But Salah is out in front in terms of the accuracy, 17%, 14%, 7%. Obviously, he's only way less crosses, but 1 is mad. And then crosses from open play, 4 and 4. We normally do that. Looking at through ball, 9 from Salah, 4 from Cody Gakpo. So he's out in front in there. Forward passes.
Fucking hell, that's mad. That's mad.
Forward passes, 77, 62, 65. So he's out in front in terms of his, his thinking. Backwards passes, he's high as well. Side to side. Sideways passes, 100.
Sideways passes are a horrible stat, bro. Because even when you're not even thinking about it, it just makes you want to fight someone, bro. Sideways passing, bro.
It makes sense though, because you can.
No, it does make sense. It does.
In the way that these lot play, all the that passing thing, this all make. Yeah, I'm looking at it thinking.
Perfect sense, yeah. This is where stats meet the eye test, bro. You can see that most of people are like, yeah, we're Liverpool fans. We know that makes complete sense.
Like, look at the forward and backward passes of both Thing and Gakpo and Salah. Yeah. They're quite like, they're both kind of like even. They evened out kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense because.
Rotted. Look at the duels contest. Yeah, man, pressing out of his skin, boy.
So that this is the part now, because obviously we look at crosses for wingers, and we looked at
obviously sorry. I'm sorry, and I mean, you're probably going to talk about it. But I'm looking at take-ons completed by Salah is 7. He's overrun 4 of them, bro. It's not good enough.
Look at the
volume is just not good. No, the volume is just not good enough, bro. No, the volume is not good enough.
21, bro.
You've completed 7 take-ons in the league this season. 4 of them have been overrun. Semenyo's overrun 3, but has done 21.
Yeah.
3 times as much.
So these are the areas, when we're trying to see what's the areas that we can improve as a team, right? And we can get better as a team. This is why I say, like, from the draws contested, that goes to my point when I was like, it adds to our team because he won't allow. I'm not saying he's the best at pressing. I'm sure there's going to be moments when you look, but I think he's got that in him if we want to utilize that skill set. 171 duels contested compared to 87 and 100. To be fair, he's crossed 100. So Gakpo's in the wars as well. Salah is good as well, I'd say, but obviously these two are standing way out. And then you got tackles made 18, 2, and 7. We played 11 games, and this winger has made 18 tackles. This winger has made 2 in 11 games, and this guy's made 7.
The numbers are low, so I can't legislate for it. It's low. But again, I'm not surprised. Like, I expect the duels contested. I expect the tackles made. Like, I would expect Semenyo to have higher. You play for Bournemouth. Like, Liverpool's wingers are not asked to do whatever Semenyo is being asked to do. He's clearly being asked to play in that specific style because of his own makeup. I'm looking at Salah and Gakpo's, and theirs is so low. I'm looking at it just thinking, brother, you must just be like, you man said it already, like, they're being told to do certain things, and that's just it. Like, if he's not making many tackles,
that's the problem, G, because and that's why I said, you see, the 2 and the 7 is a big problem. The big problem is we're playing against teams that are battling us man for man, right? When they go in their transition, they're pushing up as a team, right? So we need every man on deck to do a part. And if you're going right, won't look at McAllister's one, but he's not a part of the conversation. But I just want to speak about it just for a second. McAllister, Salah, you would say, Cody in some games. You're talking about in games we're carrying 3 players that start on a consistent basis, and we are playing against teams that their 10 outfield players are working hard for each other. This is why we're getting, when you're saying like you have to work to get your luck. This is the problem, bro. Like we're just hoping that the other guys can do their job, or someone to do 2 jobs and hoping they do that, and then we can then go and do the attacking job. We can't play like that at the moment. It's either we all go in the same direction and we'll all drop back and defend together. Because if you're leaving players just to go, oh, we'll wait and if you can win it, we can go. That's why we're getting these dumbass goals we keep conceding. That's why we keep conceding silly goals. But we need everyone on deck at the moment.
That's
we
what
can't
the
afford to carry passengers.
Yeah,
Thing is, though, we done
That's
that
the
last
point,
season,
bro.
though. But we done this last
No,
season.
for one. Not for 2, for 1. Not for
yeah.
2.
Yeah, you're right.
For one, we did.
Yeah, but that's what the gaffer sucks, bro. Because it's what G said. It'd be more damning if one of their stats are way lower than the other ones. Then
Yeah,
like,
that would have made more sense.
The fact that they're like very similar in that and they play for the same team. Yes, they have to do their own job and they have to do certain things and that, but it's it's damning, bro. That it's the gaffers. It's what Jerry just said. Like he's asking them to do certain things and that. Because in the whatever game we played, I think Real Madrid and Villa and stuff, bro. I saw in that game straight away, bro. Salah was defending straight away. Everyone was behind the ball, which means it's an instruction because he doesn't do it all the time.
Yeah.
Unless everyone thinks Salah turned into a leader one day and said, you know what, I'm taking this Real Madrid game by the scruff of the neck. But it's funny because the guy on the left side was doing the same thing. Everyone was behind the ball. You're definitely right, though, because it shows that there's passengers in it. But the bigger problem is if there's passengers and then the manager doesn't mind that there's passengers, then whose fault is it? Like that.
That's my problem.
If your classroom's full of like rude kids and all that business, but the teacher don't mind, the kids are still rude, but you have to go as a teacher, but you can't manage the class now. It's dead, bro.
That's what I'm just trying to think. Like, listen, we're not even trying to argue about like his quality in terms of Semenyo, right? So I think we've all established that, yeah, he's a good player. In my mind, I'm just like, what you're doing, and the number is so big. I'm like, what's that going to do for me? Like, I don't care that you've done 171, George. Like, what's that? Are you doing that here? Doesn't
no, but it does matter though, G. Here's why: because on the other side, the other guy is doing 87. So the turnover is if he comes in and adds that quality to us, it means in moments when they just play 1-2s or they get out, if we would have just pressed them and win it there, we could have created a goal scoring opportunity. But if we're not doing that, that's why we're getting affected, bro. So it would help us that 171. If he comes in and he goes, right, lads, this boom, 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 I'm gonna do my part this side. You man, make sure you do your thing on that side, and we'll go and cook. But if you got one man on one side and the other guy on the other side going,
but
that's why pressing was rubbish.
It's what Savage said. It's like then he's got 171, right? Who's that in the middle? Salah's 87, in the middle, and then Gakpo's 106. Gakpo. They're literally right next to each other. Like they're what's that, like 15, 16 off of each other, right? So I'm looking at thinking my man's then a whole 171. So the fact that theirs is not far apart from each other, I'm sitting there thinking, bro, like the reality is, yes, him coming in, him being able to do that many, that's great. Like, and I'm not saying that, yes, maybe it will help in odd moments. In the bigger picture, I don't see this as like a value because I'm just like, yeah, we expect that you're at Bournemouth.
And you're going to play against teams. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this would only be something I would be like, think if literally both of Gakpo's and Thing were like super low or super high, and then we're still comparing it to. Then I'll be like, okay, yeah, fair. Look, Salah's is 130 and Gakpo's is 140. Then I'll be looking at Semenyo's at the 171, saying, okay, you know what? It's kind of relative. It's not that far off each other. I can get, bro. This number is massive. That gap is so big. I can't even look at it and think that's a you problem. I'm looking at that thinking, no, that's a manager problem. That has to be a man because my man.
Semenyo stats have Klopp written all over it, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%.
And then the take on, just to add the take on, boys, as well, yeah. Because that's what we require from the wingers right now, innit? Being able to beat the fullback.
We don't require.
But I think we do. If we're gonna keep using the excuse of low blocks, you do need wingers to take on the guys. You do need them to draw players out and create situation. but both of our wing, well, I say both. Gakpo is on the highest right now. His take on is 56%. So I can't even knock him in this moment in time. But then Salah's is down to 30%. So on one side, we're heavily going, yeah, we can beat the player. And the other side, we're like, it might not happen. It's not even a 50-50 chance right now. At least Gakpo. So what I'm saying is, if you can add that on the other side, that's the reason why we try and compliment Rio in terms of, play, let's see, because he can cause a lot of problems with his 1v1 dribbling. If we had that on both sides of the pitch, causing problems, you can create more spaces. But it's too lopsided and off balance at the moment.
Problem is we don't need to have both sides doing it. It's why I said that I wanted to keep Diaz and have then Gakpo as an option. Because if you've got someone like Diaz that's drawing man to them, Salah benefits from that because he's dragging two man with him with his dribbling, cuts inside, bang, finds a spare man quickly, right? And that's what Liverpool did. If you just go back to how Liverpool were playing, Diaz would get it. You get the ball, he dropped the shoulder, you do this, there'll be two man, you cut inside and you play the pass in field, it might go to a midfielder, it might go straight into Salah, and then Salah's running at you 1v1, the overlap comes, he plays, you know what I mean? That's how we played last season, right? But if you've got two wingers that are stylistically very similar, why? A, because that's just how Salah is, and B, because, let's be honest, Gakpo, for him to play that he wants to play at 6'4", right? It's incredible. Like the fact he's got 56% take on success means that he's actually quite good at getting past his man and then cutting inside and obviously not beating him on the outside. That's my problem. But he gets past his man to get the shot. Now, whether you should take the shot or not is a different question. But if one man's doing that, you need someone else that's going to be extremely good at taking on his man. You can't have two players that where one can't physically do it and one does it, but because of how he plays, he's predictable. There's nothing. He's like Dutch in it. He's like them Dutch wingers. You know how they're going to play. You just know they're going to get it. They're going to, like Robin was predictable. All their wingers that they've had, really, apart from the couple Surinamese, man, they're all predictable like that. You know what they're going to do. Dirk Kuyt, you knew kind of how he was going to dribble, you know. But it's like, all right, can you stop it? That's fine. But you need to go and have, that's where the balance is for me. I don't think we need two wingers that are doing that. I don't mind, again, if Gakpo's scoring goals, if Salah's scoring goals, no one's really caring about whether he's taking on his man or not. But I think you need someone in the team that can do that. Like where you can feed it into and you know he's going to carry you up the pitch 30, 40 yards.
Fairs. Aerial duels, does that matter to you guys at all for a winger? In terms of...
No. Is Gakpo's the highest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I care about that just because man can't just be lanky for no reason. So.
Yeah, you don't like that.
Ground duels, Semenyo is the highest. Led by Gakpo, then Salah. Jules 172, 26, 56. So he's winning quite a lot, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. Gakpo, in terms of defensively, he's all right. That's what I'm saying. He's all right.
Yeah, 48% ground duel success, which is higher than Salah and Semenyo. But touches, 500. He's their sort of talisman as such in it, so he'll get probably more touches as well. The fact that these two numbers are close is crazy as well, you know.
Makes sense.
But still Salah. Offsides, 977. Position lost, 181, 139. This is a good one because it leads into what you were saying, innit, Jay, about being able to hold. Say, Gakpo is actually doing better on that side at holding the ball, contesting, beating his players. So based on that, he's doing better than what Salah's lost the ball the same amount as Semenyo, but Semenyo has got a better take on than he has and a better dribbling.
Yeah, if you go back up, I think if you scroll up a tiny bit, it shows Salah's had like four? Yeah, go up. Touches, 495 touches, but has lost the ball 181 times. What kind of nonsense is that? Gee, do you care to explain? What kind of... You're into wingers and that?
The nonsense. Oh, yeah, G's the winger, isn't it? G, explain, bro.
Scroll up to chances created, please. Just scroll up, bro. Like, why is everyone all stuck? Like, I cannot remember. I'm sure it's Semenyo, though. As in, I fully can't remember.
No, it was Salah, bro.
You knew damn well it was Salah.
Okay,
bro.
cool. So someone's taking the most risks, so I do expect him to lose the ball quite a lot. He's creating the most chances out of everyone.
Let's create one more chance than Gakpo.
So is what I said factually correct? Yes or no?
No,
That's
it's
why
not.
you
It's
said you
not.
wanted
It's
to
not
get rid of
incorrect.
Gakpo.
It's not.
No. We're doing this.
And you know what that
It's what
chance
I
was? That
said
meaty
factually
free
correct.
kick, brother, went to Robbo's foot and that.
Is what I said factually correct? Yes or no? Yes or no?
You are correct, G. You are correct.
So that's all I need. That's all I needed to know. 2 + 2 is 4. It's not 5, bro. Like that's what I said is correct.
Yeah,
So
not to some
if he's-
people though.
Unless you're Terrence
Yeah, I
Howard
hear it.
blood. Anyway,
So if he's creating chances, you know what I'm saying? Do you get me?
Hold
I
on, goal
expect it.
ratio, is that factual? Salah's the most dispossessed man in the league. That can't
no,
be real.
don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not even
If
gonna
it
put that
is,
in there?
just cancel the stream, bro. Just cancel the stream.
Yeah, so if he is, so what?
Dispossessed.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, no, that means every time you
what
turn up to the
dispossessed
club, man,
sounds like?
snatching
You know, when you
chain, bro.
take the kid off. You know, you're playing football with your kid in the park. You just take the ball from him, just dispossess him. Give me it, man. I want the ball now. That's dispossessing.
Yeah.
Still.
Hey, listen, look, Salah's a
So
good.
not only does he give the ball away with his risky passing, he gets dispossessed.
Hold on, so the Semenyo.
Oh
so
my
the Semenyo.
word!
So there's some. No, he's right. Jerry's right. He does give. He lost the 181 times as well. Fair is fair.
Yes.
But how
in
many
this.
touches
Fair.
did he have? He had like 500 more touches, bro.
Yeah,
No,
No,
we
it's
did it, man.
539. So it's about 40 more, 50 more, 40
Bro,
more touches he had.
See, now we're just split. Jerry, leave your
No,
agenda
no,
at the door and come inside and just be a bit more open about your. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're just
Open up, but I'm open. I think
No, you're not. No, you're not open. First of all, you just called him Garley at the beginning of the stream before you even started talking about my man. So your agenda
See
was
that?
already there.
That's resentment right there, built through the stream, people. I said Garley, he's been holding on to that. That was about
Yeah. Of course,
half
I've
an
been
hour
holding. I've
ago.
been waiting. I was waiting for Ends to put the stats up first to see like, can I even speak about certain things? Let me just keep quiet. But now we've seen it.
That's look. In terms of take-ons, I think is vitally important for a winger. They have to be good at doing that, especially if you want to be, you want to break down. Especially, you know, sometimes it's not even a fact of, oh yeah, it is to do, you know, what you do with it at the end, but also to strike a bit of fear, bro. Like let man know at any moment, me and you, I'm cooking you. But at the moment, it just feels like we don't have that. The fullbacks are just running around like they're just calm and chilling and one overlaps. And I'm like, nah, man, you man needs to fear even pushing up the pitch. I remember Pep was like, nah, listen, fullback stay halfway line. Don't go in the other half. Leave, don't go there because you man ain't gonna be able to catch these man on the way back. So just stay in your half, make the work easy for you. Nah, these men are overlapping, inverting. What was what's his name? The right back for Chelsea, bro. He was playing everywhere in the midfield when we played them.
Gusto.
Gusto was in the
number. He was in the number 10.
He wasn't even playing,
bro.
right?
He's the right back. We used to say, I'll just whatever in it, like whatever. Bro, nah, man. We need to strike some fear back in the man.
Man like Kukurea saying, yeah, we knew Salah weren't going to defend, so we just rushed man down this wing and it guy weren't getting back.
Just took the ball off him, rush man, and then we knew he's not going to chase back.
This is how I know, like that it's a Salah problem, but also a manager problem. Like the manager's telling this brother, it's just a problem. Like you know that he's not obviously going to track back. Although obviously I didn't watch that. You said Villa game or whatever game that everyone said that he tracked. Well, I don't know what game that was, but if so,
Villa Madrid he was good in.
Okay, Villa Madrid, but there was a specific one out of the two that everyone was like, nah, he was defending, like he was coming back, he was helping. I don't know which one that was, right? Whichever game that was, so he can do it then. So it's not even a case of, oh, no, Salah can't. No, he can do it. He clearly was asked to do it, and then he did it. So then I'm like, this is why, like, I never say anything, because I'm just like, it can only be a manager problem. Someone of the level of Salah, at this point, it can only be a manager problem that I'm looking at it, because he's literally shown you that when you ask him to do it, he can do it. So it's not a case of, oh, he can't do it. That would be different.
Do you not think it might be an age problem then? It might just be father times caught up with, man. Because we've never seen this drop off from Salah. Like we've seen bad seasons, but it might be like 20 goals.
I mean, the season's not over. I still think he'll hit 20 goals, calm. But like what I'm saying is that
in the league?
If maybe 18 in the league, but maybe like if there's a game that everyone's watching and everyone said Salah defended, he tracked back and he did all of that. So again, I'm just trying to understand. So is it a case of he can't do it, but he just showed you that he can do it, or is it a case of the manager doesn't want him to do it? Therefore, we're now in this situation of like, we more often than not we don't want you to do that, which is fine because he's still Liverpool's best attacker. I hear that. So you want him further and closer to the goal. But then if he can do it, yeah, and do you get what I'm saying? Like it's just confusing in my head.
Gaffer
I
should
would
just asking
understand.
him to do, yeah.
Yeah, the gaffer's
I
moving
would
like a baddie, bro.
understand,
Just
right?
giving him mixed signals on that, bro. Because he made Salah trap back in that game. What was talking about? Salah was
What
like,
game was it? I don't know.
Well, he did it against Real Madrid. They didn't against. And thing is, well, when we played Atletico, he did the same thing. But it's not like, like obviously his attempted tackles and that was shit, bro. But it was just the fact that he was there making a nuisance of himself in it. But the gaffer will do that, but then he'll come out in interviews and tell her that it's non-negotiable that the players all have to do that. And I'm like, bro, well, clearly not.
Clearly not. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because some games you set up to do it, and then some games you don't.
Yeah, because you could have told Salah in that game, I like the way you played today. Like you didn't get that much tackles in and that, but you made yourself busy. From going forward, we need you to do that. It won't stop you getting goals because we'll just be in the transition. That's what we do anyway. Every day, Bruce Jenner, bro, just transitions. So.
No, I don't want everyday Bruce Jenner, bro. Like, I don't want that.
Sorry,
I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the Bruce Jenner thing, the transition thing.
Transition.
Look at Caitlin and that.
Than this. You gotta know what you are, bro.
Yeah, man.
Big up to God as well for the super. Said, would you prefer Semenyo on the left with Elise on the right, or Semenyo on the right with Rodrigo on the left?
First option.
I don't want to see Rodrigo anyway, but yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, Semenyo.
What did you say like that, bro?
Why are you so angry today, bro? Why are you so angry?
I was gonna say something, but I don't want to. I just do what I say.
Yeah, G, don't let him try.
It sound a bit racist, and I was like, you know, it's all early. It's long.
Bro, racism. What do you mean? About who?
You know who, bro?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Talking about Jerry, bro. He's about to say something.
I was gonna say something to Jerry, bro.
Yeah.
No, why would I say something to Jerry, bro? I was gonna say something about Rodrigo.
There's someone on the list that you're gonna. I get it.
There was a movie I was thinking of straight away when I saw the person, and I was like, "Listen, I don't want this person."
Millionaire.
Can you answer the question? Answer the question. Which one?
Respect Rodrigo, blood. You talking about
millionaire, bro?
Talking about Rodrigo,
the millionaire.
What kind of question, guys?
I want to move on.
I mean, I was gonna go life for pie, but anyways, would you prefer?
Man said Bombay bad boy in that, bro. My G, Bangladeshi bad boy on the right wing. You might be talking about Apu on that, blood.
I would prefer Elise, bro. Anyone with Elise in it, I would prefer.
I have some respect for Apu, blood. That's a. You know what I mean,
yeah, anyone with Elise. Yeah, listen, but I think it's what Jerry. I think Jerry or Savage said it about. You see all that, or one of you said about. See that nonchalant behavior that you got. See them not answering the interviewer questions. You see when you're just walking around and that. No. I fucks with it. Like, I fucks with it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying what you think.
Spirit of Shankly won't like it, bro.
No, he has. He can just walk
bro.
around.
Ekatike got his biceps out, bro, and they said, "Put your top back on, you idiot."
Bro, they said,
don't do that again, bro. Get back on the plantation. Stop the foolishness, blood. You know, like that. Also, G, you see the Elise thing. You see earlier when I mentioned Elise. I clearly used an example in it, like Elise wouldn't even work at our team, innit? Yeah, that's you. I've been saving it all chat, bro. Some of you pussies in the chat talking about delusional. We don't get Elise. We don't. Bayern Munich won't let him go. I didn't ask for him. You pussies, bro. Start listening with your kneecaps, blood. I did not say that Liverpool was trying to sign Elise. Just I had to hold that in for the last hour and 13 minutes, blood. Do you get me? Sorry.
I'm not the only one who's
been holding so angry today, bro. I don't get it.
No, I saw it in the chat, bro, and I carried on in that, but then it just
every man needs to
back.
get a bit of a grabs, and that's it, bro.
Man, are just like,
that's it. Just relax.
Right, you know what?
Stop dreaming, bro. Bayern won't let him go. I didn't say that. I just gave an example of a winger that wouldn't even work at Liverpool now. I went for the best one because of how our team plays, bro. So yeah, man. Told you, man. Stop listening with your eyes, blood.
Got to Clem on for being a member as well. Love for the love. Big up, man. Where's members videos back this week, innit? Football's back, Premier League is back.
It says it's back this weekend.
Yeah,
where it is.
How come why go on for I don't trust England, bro, with Bellingham, you know. Just want to say that. I know it's football talking. I think there's some racism going on, blood. I smell it, bro. I was around with Heskey and them, man, bro. Nah, I can smell it, bro. You lot know, bro. There's certain things You know, when they always use Foden as well when it comes to like the racismo with Sterling and them, man. All of a sudden, Bellingham's got the attitude, and yeah, just
But
saying.
it's funny.
Man.
You say like we're saying that, and I agree, yeah. And then it's funny because then Harry Kane came out and then said like, "No, Bellingham's part of the leadership group. Like him, Mark Gay, Harry Kane, and I can't remember who the two other players that he mentioned was, which is funny because I was
Stones
like,
or someone like that. Stones or something like that.
yeah. Some one of these other like elder statesmen in the team, and I was like, oh, so Bellingham's in there, Mark Gay. I was relatively surprised, but he is a captain at Crystal Palace, to be fair.
Listen,
So
man, when Bellingham was doing the regular PR talk and that, they said, yeah, that's a light skinned guy, blood.
oh, he's a brilliant professional.
Soon as any attitude, that's one of those, blood. It's the man them. His mom's black. Don't even talk about his dad. Yeah, bro, it's disgusting, bro. I'm like, bro. In the English media, you can see it a mile off, bro, with our players, man. You can see it a mile off, bro. You know, like that. Don't be bro. Watch when Eze has a bad game. They're gonna be like, you know that he was getting his hair retwisted yesterday. So
you know what TalkSport, I think it was yesterday, they were talking about Bellingham, innit? And then one of I think, I don't know who asked the question on the panel, but they asked the caller. They were like, yeah, so what does Bellingham have to do for you to think like he's one of the best players in the world? And he was like, he got to win the World Cup. And they were like, but you just said, you just said Morgan Rogers is better than him. But look what he's won all of that. And he's like, yeah, but I have a right to say that because I see him week in, week out in the Premier League, and you know the league is not as strong. I was like, yeah, you're losing your damn mind. What? You know, you just went. You just wanted to say something. You just wanted to spew just garbage.
Instead of just letting it go, bro. Instead of just letting it go and say I was wrong, he said, "No, I got to speak."
You already know. Anytime a tournament's on the horizon, bro, England start loading up their scapegoat early, bro. Rashford, Sancho, and all. Let's load it up early. Sterling's got
right now because apparently now Rashford's become more humble. Apparently Rashford's humble. It's like someone was like, I don't see him in the drawer anymore. He's focused on football. I'm like, you're chatting nonsense. Man, I was at the NBA game the other day with more jewels than before. What are you talking about?
He's just embarking inside the eyes in the media.
He's humble.
We know, bro. Remember they tried to get Bellingham out there in the Euros and that. Then he started scoring bicycle kicks in the last minute and that, winning man games and that. They're like, yeah, but he's arrogant. He said, who else? Because what? All right, man. We know, bro. Just stick with Foden, innit? Just stick with Foden. Foden's, I ain't even trying to diss him, but he did let his mum get jabbed in the mouth.
To be fair.
Bellingham would never let his mum get jabbed in the mouth.
It's a year ago, Sav.
It's on video forever, bro. How could you be at a boxing match and let your mum get jabbed? Explain that.
I said you're not even playing, but you're getting.
She just got jabbed, stood there, strong calves though. His mum's got good calves and that. Yeah, I respect it. She just stood there, took it like a G. Foden just sat back. Didn't even try and grab him. You want to try and grab him by the neck and dash him in that? You just let him get. Yeah, I've never.
Didn't even check if his mum's all right. Didn't even check if her veneers are still in place, bro.
No, like she had solid foundation and that. Now she had low center of gravity and that solid foundation. Like she didn't really.
What, Canelo and that?
Yeah. You know she's from the county states and that, Ruffers and that. Big up his mum still, strong calves and that. I would still. Anyway.
Stockport and Iniesta and that.
Yeah. Fodinho and that.
Foden is back, man. He cooked us as well, bro, which I didn't like.
Yeah, man.
Foden's a good player, though. He's a good player, man. I like him.
But Foden, obviously, he permed his hair now. So he's good again.
He's a perm.
He's got curly hair now, isn't it?
Got the curly now, yeah. He's gone back to
it. He needs to go back to the short head thing, bro. All of this curly hair nonsense, bro.
Nah. This is the best Foden.
He wants to be more cultured than that, bro.
Has he got any type of like typical like
No, he doesn't, bro. He doesn't.
Heritage or nothing?
No. This is a
pure. Do the research before saying no.
Trying to do the Trippier thing.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm saying Jerry's already shooting him down. Yeah. Instead of going.
I'm not shooting him down. Why is that a shot down? It might be a bigging up. Who knows? Why is that shooting him down? He might not want it. What do you mean? Like,
he might not want the heritage. He might be good at the heritage.
Foden's PR is good, bro. Because remember, like the couple Euros ago, in that him and Money Mace were moving mad in the camp and that with the gal and that. Remember, they had
no one even remember that. You know, I was telling that to someone the other day.
You know why? If that was Sterling, man, remember they tried to diss Sterling for going Primark. Oh my God, millionaire seen in Primark. Yeah, so ain't that more humble? What are you talking about? Yeah, man. Yeah. We know racismo's long, bro. You know, like that.
Let's leave it there, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Big up to the man. Them all their channels are in the description, title, all of that great stuff. Podcast offer if you guys want to come over and join us for that one. We're running late still. But it is what it is. Big up Saf. Big up G. Big up JJ.
Come on.
What, you could change your name to natural or neutral? Sorry.
That's it. You don't know it's been like that for, bro. What? You
Why
just
am I
know.
I'm
gonna know? I
neutral.
didn't notice it.
I'm
You're
a
not
neutral,
though.
bro. I am.
You're not.
Yes.
Nah, I
You're
am.
not a Liverpool fan anymore.
I'm not.
Oh,
That's fair.
I didn't. Sorry, I thought you just said it. I didn't know you was actually going that way.
No, I'm actually going. I've gone ahead. That's why I wear blue. Bro, I've been wearing blue on stream, bro. Like on purpose.
All right,
Is that
fair
blue?
enough.
Yeah, blue.
You know, a bit
Wow.
colorblind. And
Do you still like with Palace or Liverpool now? Or just...
come on, bro. That's a silly question.
Yeah, man.
Palace.
I'll see you, man. Yeah, man. You've been Palace long your whole life, and I
Well, he
know
hasn't-
man like you still. You know them MSN names and that. Crystal
Yeah, you
Gallus
know
and
what it
that.
is? Really, since my
Crystal
son's been
Gallus.
born, it's been 5 years now. So, do you know what I mean? Like,
Galaxy is crazy.
You know, man. That's you know, Chris. You know that man there, Crystal Gallus 92 and that.
hey, I'm changing my YouTube name. I'm changing it right now.
Galaxy 92.
What Crystal Gallus
All
took
right,
ball?
let's get out of here, man.
That sounds crazy, bro.
Peace.